Earbud Theater presents Chains. Written by Jared Rivet, story by Jared Rivet and Jay Wilder-Konchak. A quiet night at the side of a lonely highway. 20-year-old Katie Hobbs takes a deep breath and lets it out. She sits in the driver's seat of her tow truck. Her window is rolled down. The noise of roadside crickets are interrupted sporadically by the occasional sound of cars whizzing by at highway speed. A walkie-talkie squawks from Katie's dashboard.
Hobbs, this is dispatch. Do you copy?
Katie Hobbs here. Go ahead. Over.
Hey, Katie. At 54 westbound, near on the on-ramp to Ellis Boulevard, there is a blue 2004 Mazda 6, plate number GVF7179. Sounds like a mechanical breakdown. The guy says it's his radiator. He needs a tow to the nearest garage. Do you want it?
Yep. You said 54 westbound near the Ellis Boulevard on-ramp. Over.
Correct. Over.
And what's the driver's name? Over.
Grant. Over.
Grant. Got it. I'm on my way. Should be there in about 7 minutes. Over.
Roger that. I'll tell him 15. Over.
10-4. Hobbs out.
Katie puts the walkie back on its mount as she starts the engine, the big truck motor roaring to life. She throws the truck into drive and pulls onto the highway, bringing the truck up to cruising speed as she gets on her way. Later, at the side of westbound Route 54, another tow truck driver is already in the process of hooking the blue 2004 Mazda 6 up to his idling flatbed tow truck. Chains are slung, the hydraulic wheel lift is positioned, etc. Katie's truck slows to a stop nearby, pulling over as the in-progress hookup procedure continues. Katie turns her engine off and gets out of the truck, slamming the driver's side door shut behind her. She addresses the tow truck driver who is already there, Frank DeSoto, late 30s, a streetwise tow truck driver with his own competing towing business, Frank's Flatbed.
Hey, Frank. What the fuck?
Hey, what do you know? It's little Katie Hobbs and her daddy's tow truck. It's nice to see you too.
This was my job, Frank. They called me.
Well, luckily for me, your walkie and my walkie are on the same frequency. Now you don't have to worry about it.
Grant, the 40-year-old owner of the broken-down Mazda 6, steps in with concern. Hey, is everything all right?
Oh, yes, sir. Everything's fine. Just getting you hooked up here.
Hi.
Hi. Are you Grant?
Yes. Are you here to help too?
No, sir. She's got the wrong kind of truck for your car.
What? There is nothing wrong with my...
She's got a strapless wheel lift sling, which isn't good.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Frank.
Lucky I got here first with my flatbed, so she didn't have to waste your time.
He's driving a Mazda 6, Frank, not an RV. There's nothing wrong with my wheel lift.
Thanks for stopping by, Katie. We're almost done here, sir.
You are a serious piece of shit, Frank. You know that?
Why don't you run along now with your strapless wheel lift, girlie? Maybe somebody will call with a broken nail or something so you can give her a tow to the nearest salon.
What the fuck did you just say?
Frank engages the hydraulic lift. Everything gets loud.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I got this handled. You can go now, though. Bye.
Katie storms off, marching back to her truck as behind her, the hydraulics pull the chains and lift the Mazda 6 onto Frank's flatbed. Katie opens the driver's side door of her truck and gets in, slamming the door shut behind her. She sits at the wheel, heaving breaths, her face red with rage. She rolls up her window, starts the engine, and screams the rage out, revving the engine as she does. She takes a few deep breaths, lays off the gas pedal, then grabs the walkie out of its mount.
Dispatch, this is Hobbs. Over.
Roger, Hobbs. This is dispatch. What do you got? Over.
Dispatch, my call was intercepted. Frank DeSoto from Frank's Flatbed got here first. Over.
Copy that. Which call was this? Over.
The broken down Mazda 6 on 54, plate number GVF7179. Over.
Got it. Blue Mazda 6 switched over to Frank's flatbed at 12:47 a.m. Copy that.
Copy.
Isn't this like the third or fourth time this has happened to you? Over.
The sneaky bastard's monitoring our calls again. How was I supposed to know?
Just a heads up, the boss is going to say, get there faster next time. Over.
Thanks. 10-4. Hobbs out.
Katie puts the walkie back in its dashboard mount. She shifts the truck into drive and steers onto the road, driving past Frank and the job he stole from her. Later, Katie once again sits in the driver's seat of her tow truck, engine off, driver's side window rolled down, parked by the side of the road, talking on her phone. The shitty dashboard radio is tuned to music playing at low volume. Crickets chirp outside. It's late. There are very few cars driving by at this hour. Katie is talking to her former college roommate, Ariel Cartwright.
It sounds like he's just a male chauvinist jerk who doesn't know what you've been through. What do guys do? Are you supposed to take him out and buy him a beer and tell him your life story?
Yeah, right? Hey, dude, my dad died of a heart attack out of the blue at 43, and I had to drop out of college to take over his towing business in order to keep my family afloat financially. Would you like another beer?
Well, it would be better than, hey, bro, guys like you make starting at the bottom in a male-dominated industry borderline impossible, so back the fuck off.
Yeah, I don't think a lively debate about feminist identity politics in the tow truck industry is going to be the right approach. Call me crazy. It just sucks, you know? Here I am, I'm sitting at the wheel of my dad's truck, the truck he drove day in and day out for years, and he made it look so easy. Certainly didn't seem like it was this hard. And Flatbed Frank would have never pulled this shit on him.
Is it weird being in his truck every night?
It's weird sitting in his seat. I mean, I practically grew up in this passenger seat. God, I remember doing my homework in that seat. We couldn't afford a babysitter, so Dad would come and pick me up after school sometimes with his tow truck, and he'd tell me to do good in school and not grow up to be like him. He said he did not want this life for me. He wanted me to have a better life.
So it's really looking like you're not going to be able to come back to school.
I don't think so, no. How's your new roommate working out?
She's fine, but I miss you. I was really hoping you'd be able to come back.
Yeah, me too. But my mom has never had a job, and the only money coming in right now is from me doing this, so.
God, that sucks. How exactly is this asshole taking your tow jobs away from you?
Tow jobs?
Is that not what they call them?
For obvious reasons, no, they don't call them tow jobs. But to answer your question, our walkie-talkies are on the same frequency.
So this bastard is listening in on your radio?
Yeah.
And you can't change frequencies?
I don't think so, but you just gave me an idea. Do you think that you could sound like a bored, soulless dispatcher working a switchboard on the graveyard shift?
Me? Okay, how's this? Breaker, Katie Hobbs, come in. Katie Hobbs, come in. We've got a tow job for you. 10-4?
Oh my God. Okay, that is perfect. Don't squeeze your nostrils. She's not radioing in from 1950.
Okay, now what?
Okay, I'm texting you what to say. When we're ready, I'll put you on speaker and hold my phone up to the walkie-talkie, okay?
Okay.
And, okay, sent.
I got it.
Katie switches the music off, gets herself psyched up to put on a performance, and grabs the walkie-talkie.
You ready?
Oh, I am so ready.
Okay. I'm going to put you on speaker. And we go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hobbs, this is dispatch. Do you copy?
Hobbs here. Over.
We have a 2019 Mercedes stalled out on Foster Road out by I-72.
I-72? That's on the other side of town. Might take me a while to get there. Over.
I could hand it off to someone else if you're too far away. Over.
No. Dispatch. I'm on it. You said it was a 2019 Mercedes on Foster Road? Over.
2019 Mercedes, black, on Foster Road by I-72. Over.
Thanks, dispatch. I'm on my way. Over and out. Okay, we're clear. Oh my God, that was so good. You were so good. Frank won't be able to resist going all the way out there to screw me out of that one.
I'm always happy to imitate a phone operator at 1:45 in the morning. Speaking of, it's late. I've got class in the morning.
Okay, go to bed, get some rest. I miss you.
I miss you too. Be careful out there in the boonies.
I will. Good night, Ariel.
Good night, hon.
Katie hangs up, feeling a little better, but once again facing the reality of more lonely hours sitting in the dark by herself at the side of the road. She switches the dashboard radio on again when Katie's walkie-talkie squawks.
Hobbs, this is dispatch. Do you copy?
Hobbs here. Over.
Katie, we got a stalled vehicle that needs a tow just off of 54. It's a dirt service road near the East Drive on-ramp. Service Road 112. It's right near a railroad crossing. Over.
I'm putting it into the GPS. Got it. I'm close to there now. What's the vehicle? Over.
It's a black 1982 Lincoln Continental Mark 6, plate number WVL1422. Over.
I'm on my way. What's the driver's name? Over.
I think his name is Brett. No last name given. This one came in through the AAA system, so it was automated. A little glitchy. Over.
Glitchy. Over.
Yeah, it's got the wrong year and the date. Some of the data is jumbled. Over.
But it's a real call, right? Over.
It should be. Over.
10-4. I'll be there in 3 minutes. Hobbs out.
Katie puts the walkie in its mount and starts the engine. She goes heavy on the gas, racing as fast as she can to this new call. Later, out at the deserted service road, it's the middle of nowhere. Crickets, night sounds, a cold breeze, quiet. A nearby railroad crossing sits neglected. Who knows if a train even comes across these tracks anymore? Katie's tow truck breaks the eerie silence, slowing down as it turns from the crumbling pavement onto the dirt service road. Katie slows the truck to a stop and switches the engine off. She opens the driver's side door and climbs out, stepping down onto the dirt and closing the door behind her. The quiet out here is a little unnerving. Katie switches on her mag light.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone here? I'm from All City Towing. Is anyone here? Someone called for a tow? Dispatch, this is Hobbs. Over.
Hobbs, what do you got? Over.
I'm out at Service Road number 112 by the train tracks. There doesn't appear to be anyone here. Over.
Copy that. Is the car there? Over.
Yeah, black 1982 Lincoln Continental Mark 6. Hazard lights are on. Over.
Let me try to call the number AAA gave us. Stand by. Over.
Standing by. Over. Wow. This car is in great shape. It's a classic. The new Lincoln Continental Mark 6. The family car that looks like a hearse. Huh. Old baby seat in the back. Keys are still in it. I wonder if the door is unlocked.
Hello there.
Whoa. Where did you come from?
A startled Katie reels around to face Brett, 30s, the owner of the Lincoln, who is suddenly standing right behind her. He seemingly came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry. Did I startle you?
Yes, you did. You weren't here a second ago. Maybe you could back up a little bit?
Of course.
Is this your car? Are you Brett?
Yes. Unfortunately, the car belongs to me.
Unfortunately, this car is a classic. 140 horsepower V8, and it looks like you keep it in good shape.
A classic? What year is this?
You're kidding, right?
Yes. I'm kidding. car has been giving me trouble lately.
Trouble?
Yes. And it decided to die out here in the middle of nowhere.
I'm Katie.
Brett Kirkwood.
A few yards away, the ding 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 of the rail crossing signal activates as Katie and Brett continue talking.
What were you doing out here?
You know, for the life of me, I can't remember.
Brett, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but can I ask you, did you hit your head? Were you injured?
My head?
Yes, I'm just wondering if you got a concussion.
I don't think so.
In the background, the railroad crossing signal bells stop, and things once again go quiet.
That's weird. I didn't hear a train go by. Did you?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can you shine your flashlight in the back seat and tell me, do you see a baby in the car seat?
A baby? Do you have a child with you?
Please, just look at the car seat and tell me if you see a baby.
No, there's no baby in the car seat. Should there be?
No. There shouldn't.
Do you still use that car seat, Mr. Kirkwood?
It's Brett.
Do you still use that car seat, Brett? They don't really make them like that anymore. They've got much safer models on the market these days, you know?
Well, I appreciate the concern.
So your car stalled out on you?
Yes. It just decided to die out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you said that before. May I try to start it?
By all means. Keys are in the ignition.
Katie opens the driver's side door and leaves it open as she sits down in the driver's seat. Brett stands just outside the driver's side, watching her with a distant, glazed-over look in his eyes. Katie turns the key. It makes the old-school bong, bong, bong sound meant to warn the driver that the key is still in the ignition with the door open. She turns the key, and the engine just clicks.
Weird. I'll try it again. Nope. But you still got power, so I don't think it's the battery. You said it was giving you trouble before.
The distinctive sound of a baby stirring in the back seat. She whirls around with a start.
What the fuck? Mr. Kirkwood?
Brett,
Is there a baby in here?
you said there wasn't.
I know I did, and I don't see one, but I just heard it.
You did?
Yes, I did. And I can only assume that you asked me if I saw a baby in the back seat because you have a baby in the back seat?
If there were a baby in the back seat, that would be my daughter Sarah.
And you don't know whether or not she was in this car with you?
Well, she was in the car with me, but she isn't in the car anymore.
Is she under the seat or something? Is she in the trunk?
No. No, she's not here.
But I hear her.
She's not here.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you tow the car to the nearest garage?
It might just be the battery. I have a new one in the truck. I'll just switch it out.
I'd just as soon you towed it to the garage.
But if it's just the battery, I could get you back on the road in 10 minutes. You'd save the charge of the tow, and it's 2 a.m, so no garage is going to be open right now anyway.
I would be more comfortable if you just gave me a tow.
Okay, but are you sure? I've got a new battery in the truck.
Just a tow, please.
Sure thing.
Katie climbs out of the car, back into the night air. She's all business, even though this whole situation is very strange.
Do you have a ride? Someone you can call?
I'm afraid I don't.
That's okay. You can ride with me. Do you want to wait in the truck? Passenger side's unlocked.
Sure.
Come on.
They walk back to the truck together. They open their respective doors, climb in, and close them behind them. Katie starts the engine of the tow truck, then climbs back out, closing the door behind her.
Okay, weirdo.
She steps over to the back of the truck and engages the hydraulic wheel lift, getting it into position under the front tires of the Lincoln. She makes adjustments, drags chains out, hooks them to the undercarriage, etc. Her cell phone rings. Katie answers it.
Hello.
Katie, are you out at that service road, the one by the train crossing?
Well, hey, it's Flatbed Frank. You really don't know when to quit, do you? By the way, how are things all the way out by Foster Road? That Mercedes give you a lot of trouble.
Yeah, okay, you got me. That was a good one.
Well, you can't snatch this job out from under me, since I'm under the friggin' car right now with a J-chain.
Dude, that car is cursed or haunted or possessed or something. You need to get the hell out of there.
With the J-chain secured, Katie climbs out from under the Lincoln.
Oh, fuck off, Frank. You're just trying to scare me.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're trying to scare me off a job so that you can tell all the guys that you spooked me. See, this weak woman really can't hack this job.
It's a Lincoln Continental Mark VI, right? Early 80s?
82, and you heard that on the walkie.
And the driver is acting really weird. His name is Brett Kirk, something like that.
Dispatch said all that too. You heard all of it. I'm hanging up now.
No, Katie, listen. There's a car seat in the back, right? He asked if you saw a baby in it.
All right, yeah.
Listen to me. That call comes in once a year, every year on this night. Every tower in town knows not to take it.
Oh, come on. I haven't been scared by a ghost story since summer camp.
Hobbs, this is not a ghost story. That guy, Brett Kirk, whatever. Kirkwood, that's him. You can look him up. Google him. He killed himself and his baby in that car like 28, 30 years ago tonight.
What?
He was a single dad. He was evicted from his apartment. He was living in the car, taking care of his baby girl.
You better not be fucking with me.
I promise you I'm not. When he lost his job too, he decided to kill himself. He drove off to that service road and waited for the train to come. It was 2 a.m. It's a deserted road. No one was there to stop him.
Frank.
The train engineer said that it looked like Brett either hesitated for a second or the car had stalled out just before the locomotive crossed the tracks. But he either got it started again at the last second or he changed his mind and he just decided to go for it because he pulled onto the tracks at the railroad crossing a second before the collision.
But the car is fine. It's right here.
Katie, I know you don't trust me and you take a lot of shit from me, but I am telling you right now, for your own good, unhook that car from your truck and leave it where it is and drive away.
But the guy is sitting in the passenger seat in my cab right now.
He won't be when you go back to your truck.
What?
Go over there and look at your passenger seat if you don't believe me.
He's gone. Where did he go?
I'm telling you, this has happened to a lot of guys over the years, okay? That car just appears there in that spot on that road every year on this night. Just leave it and get the hell away now.
But I've almost got it all the way hooked up.
So unhook it. Take the chains off. Get it the hell off the back of your truck. That car won't let you take it away.
That was pretty good, Frank.
What?
Very convincing.
What are you doing?
Katie hits the lever that activates the hydraulic wheel lift.
You almost had me. I got to admit, this was way more elaborate than I would have thought you were capable of.
Girl, what are you talking about?
I've got the Lincoln secure on the sling now.
No.
I'm towing it to the impound. Did you get a buddy of yours to play Brett the Ghost Dad? Because he was really good. He a local actor, or did you just bring him in special for me?
He is not an actor. I am not making this up.
You'll have to show me how you did that disappearing act in the front seat, though, because that was good.
Katie, take the car off the sling. Get out of there.
I'm hanging up now. Tell the boys your practical joke didn't work.
Katie, wait.
Bye-bye.
Katie hangs up. She opens the driver's side door and climbs into the front seat, closing the door behind her. Katie settles in with an amused chuckle and clicks her seatbelt on. She puts the truck into gear and is about to leave when Katie is startled by the Lincoln's headlights suddenly turning on.
What the fuck? Is there someone in the car? Shit, damn brights in my eyes. I can't see a thing.
The Lincoln's engine starts. Katie opens the driver's side door and steps out of the truck, back onto the dirt road. She clicks the mag light on once again.
All right, who's in there? Whoever you are, I will not hesitate to beat you upside the head with this flashlight.
Katie takes several cautious steps over to the driver's side door of the Lincoln with its gas-guzzling engine idling.
Empty. No one's in the back seat either.
Cautiously, Katie opens the driver's side door. She reaches inside the car and turns the engine off.
I've got the keys now, whoever you are, so good luck pranking me without them.
Slowly, Katie steps back to the tow truck and climbs aboard. She once again settles into the driver's seat, puts the mag light into the armrest, puts her seatbelt on, and puts the truck into gear. From outside, sputter, vroom, vroom, the Lincoln's engine starts up again.
It can't be.
Don't be afraid.
Where the fuck did you come from? How did you get in here?
You told me to.
You weren't here a second ago. How the fuck did you get in here, Brett?
Don't be afraid. That car is going to resist you.
What are you talking about?
But don't let it. You hear me? My Sarah's trapped in there.
Your Sarah's what? Oh God, you're bleeding. What happened to your head? Brett, there is a hole in your head.
Oh. It is blood. I can't stay much longer. I'm sorry. Sarah's in the car. She's just a baby. I didn't mean to trap her in there. I didn't mean any of this.
Oh my God. You're losing color in your face. We've got to get you to a doctor. There's blood gushing out of your head.
I trapped her in that car. I didn't mean to. But it's my fault. I'm so sorry. Please, don't stop. Just get the car past the train tracks.
What are you talking about? There is nothing past that railroad crossing. It's a dead-end service road. After that, there's just woods and marshland for miles.
No, listen to me. We were living out of that car. Me and my baby girl. I didn't want that for her. I wanted her to have a better life. We just had no place else to go. But it's evil. There's something controlling that car. I don't know what it is, but it forced us onto those train tracks.
Forced you?
Yes. I drove us out here so that no one would bother us, but when the train came, it drove on its own to the edge of the railroad crossing. I tried to stop the car. I tried opening the doors to get out. It wouldn't let me. If you can get the Lincoln past the train tracks, if you could defy whatever it is that inhabits the car, you will free her.
Free her? Brett, where did you go? God, he just disappeared.
Katie's phone rings. She looks at the display.
Frank, he was here in the front seat with me just 1 second ago, but now he's gone. He vanished into thin air.
What about the Lincoln? What's it doing?
It started up on its own. The keys aren't even in it.
Katie, I'm begging you, get out of there. Do you hear me? This isn't a prank, all right? If you try to tow that thing, it's going to tear your truck apart.
He said that I just need to get it past the train tracks.
What?
Brett, he said I just need to get the Lincoln past the train tracks. They're just a few yards away.
Jesus Christ, get out of your cab and you run. Run as fast as you can. I will come pick you up.
But he said that it would free her. I'm going to hang up now, Frank. I got a car to tow.
No, Katie, wait, don't.
Katie hangs up on Frank.
Sorry, Frank. I have to focus.
Katie puts the truck into gear.
All right, Lincoln. He said, I just need to get you past the train tracks.
Katie puts her foot on the gas, starting to roll forward.
We're going to take it slow. The railroad crossing isn't far at all.
The Lincoln's engine revs up.
Shit, what are you doing, Lincoln? Are you flooring it in reverse? Tires are spinning in the dirt? You're pulling me backwards. All right, God damn it. You want a tug of war? I'll give you a tug of war.
Katie puts her foot down and a very loud game of vehicular tug of war commences.
Fuck you, Lincoln. Not letting me get anywhere. If I keep this up, I'm going to blow the engine or worse. Oh, what's that now? The sling is starting to give. Are you shitting me? 140 fucking horsepower? You're going to rip the sling off my truck, Lincoln?
Suddenly, the Lincoln's engine sputters off.
Oh, shit. You're mine now.
Katie floors it, dirt kicking up, rolling forward with the Lincoln in tow.
Come on. Here comes the railroad crossing.
And then she hears it.
What? Railroad signal again. The gate arms are going down. No.
Katie slows the truck with the Lincoln in tow to a stop, shifting into park.
Come on already. Open like you did last time.
As the tow truck engine idles, Katie hears the sound of an approaching train whistle off in the distance.
You have got to be shitting me.
From inside the Lincoln, Katie hears the muffled sound of a baby crying. The sound is muted because of the distance, but the helpless baby is rage screaming from somewhere inside the demonic vehicle slung to the back of her truck.
Oh, God.
And then the Lincoln's engine once again roars to life and revs up.
Oh, no, you don't, Link.
Katie throws the truck into gear and crashes through the railroad gate arm as the Lincoln's wheels once again begin to spin in reverse.
Oh, no! Come on, Lincoln. Stop pulling me backwards. I'm right on the tracks. I've got to get you through this stupid gate before the train gets here.
Suddenly, there was a frantic knocking on Katie's driver's side window.
Katie, hurry up. Come on. You got to get out of there. The train is coming.
Katie rolls her window down. They shout at each other over the clash of roaring engines and spinning tires.
Frank, I've got to get the Lincoln across the tracks.
Across the tracks? You're sitting right on them. I'm just trying to pull you backwards. You're going to blow your tires if you keep up like this.
I know that. Where's your truck?
It's right over there on the road. Come on.
Grab a J-hook and a chain. Pull it over here.
What?
Use your winch. Pull us to the road.
Are you nuts? There's a goddamn train coming. Take your foot off the gas. Let it pull you off the tracks.
No. That's what it wants. I have to get it across these tracks.
You're insane. The train is coming. Come on.
Goodbye, Frank.
Katie rolls up her window, ignoring Frank, focusing on what she has to do. Frank tries to yell to her over the noise in the rolled-up window.
Katie, get out of there! Oh my God, the train is coming! Get out!
The oncoming train is getting closer and closer. The roar of it starts to drown out the sound of Katie gunning the engine.
Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. All right, that's it, just a few more feet. We're getting there. Daddy, your truck's going to do this. I know it. Come on!
The train is only a few yards away.
They always tell you not to do this, but here goes. All right, Lincoln. You want reverse? I'll give you a reverse. Jackknife, motherfucker!
Katie abruptly shifts gears from drive to reverse. Tires squeal, dirt is kicked up. Katie floors it in reverse. The tow truck and Lincoln Continental careening backwards as Katie cranks the wheel hard.
Ha! You weren't expecting that, were you, Link? Now you don't know where to go. How about we back you up right onto the tracks?
Tires squeal and spin across train tracks. Baby Sarah cries, the locomotive horn blares, and then it all explodes as the train makes impact. The train plows through mercilessly at top speed as the wreckage and debris scatters and time stops. For Katie, the violent collision and cacophony of the impact instantly transforms into a warm, serene peace. She finds herself in a white void, neither night nor day. She is conscious, but entirely unaware of time or place.
Katie? Katie!
Where am I?
Katie, it's me.
Brett?
Yes. You finally freed her. You freed us both.
Is that Sarah?
Yes. This is my baby girl. Say hi to Katie, honey.
She's beautiful. What happened?
You freed her.
Where are we?
We're not where you are. But I had to thank you.
Wait, where are you going?
We're already there.
Brett, wait.
Goodbye, Katie. Thank you.
Katie? Oh, Katie, can you hear me? Wake up! Come on, Katie, wake up!
Katie snaps back into consciousness by the train tracks, laid out on her back in the dirt, Frank at her side. She is groggy, winded, probably concussed. She hears the sirens of emergency vehicles approaching from off in the distance.
What happened?
You just did about the craziest shit I have ever seen anyone do with a tow truck, that's what. You jackknifed your truck backwards and spun the Lincoln in reverse onto the train tracks just as the locomotive came.
How did I get out here?
I pulled you out. Your truck got clipped good, but the impact from the train just spun you around a bit. The sling got ripped off the back of your truck, though.
What happened to the Lincoln?
It was weird. When the train hit, the Lincoln just kind of disappeared. The train stopped a little ways down the tracks. Those things don't exactly stop on a dime, you know. The cops are on their way.
I want to sit up.
Okay, come on, here. Take it slow.
Oh, wow, my head. Whoa. Dad's truck is totaled.
Nah, insurance will cover that. And I'll back up whatever story you want to tell them. Hell, I'll even tow it away for free.
Oh, gee, thanks, buddy. Seriously, though, thank you for getting me out of there.
That was some crazy shit. No one's going to believe me when I tell them you beat that thing. Or that crazy jackknife thing you did. You'll have to teach me that move someday.
Now, Frank, you know I can't teach you that move. You got the wrong kind of truck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Do you think that Lincoln will be back here again next year?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I do know two people who won't be back here next year.
Yeah, you and me.
Katie smiles. That's not who she meant. But
Yeah. Yeah, you and me, Frank. You and me.
as the police cruisers pull up to the scene, slowing to a stop by the train tracks, their sirens go silent. The end.
I'm Clark Wolf, and I played Katie.
I'm Rico E. Anderson, and I played Brett.
I'm Josh Miller, and I played Flatbed Frank.
I'm Tracy Clifton, and I played Ariel.
Hey there, I'm Brianna Walden, and I played Dispatcher.
I'm Jared Rivet. I was the narrator as well as the writer-director of Chains. This episode of Earbud Theater was produced by Casey Wolf and Tracy Clifton. Our audio engineer and video editor was Michael Benny Pierce. Thank you for listening, and happy Halloween.